guys, Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So if you, listen, if you make less than $116,000 in San Francisco and Alameda County and in the Bay Area, LA County, I think it's LA County, Orange County, this is in California. If you make below $116,000 a year, you are actually considered low income. Let that sink in for a little bit. You are considered low income. Now, there are little perks to being low income. There's a little perks of actually making less than $116,000. And one of those things, perks is that you actually qualify for something that's called a BMR property, which is called a below market rate property. What's a below market rate property? So whenever you have a new development or existing homes that are already in the BMR catalog per se, you get to go ahead and get approved through the county or the city that you live in, or whichever city that you're trying to apply. They have to have a specific amount of these BMR properties that are available to those that cannot qualify under regular qualification. So let's say in the house that you live in, your household, you make less than $116,000 total combined, right? $116,000, what you would do is you would go ahead and go to your city, and then you would go ahead and apply to the BMR. You would go ahead and get the application to apply to get on this BMR list. It's like kind of like a lottery type of situation that you have going on, but there are a bunch of different requirements. Every single city is different. Every single city has their own parameters, which they do, but for the gist of it, to kind of like, give like a baseline to it, there is going to be a homeowner's educational course that you have to go through. Number two, there is a whole entire background screening that you're going to have to go through that is going to go ahead and qualify you. That's going to make sure that you have to go ahead and submit a bunch of things that go ahead and say, yes, I do make $116,000 or less in this city, and this is why I'm applying for BMR property. Now, the question is how much will I be saving on applying for these BMR properties versus a regular? Let me tell you, it's 50%. Half off. You are going to be paying half of what anybody else paid for these BMR properties. It's a huge savings, and this way home ownership actually becomes a possibility for you. So less than $116,000, you could go ahead and apply for this BMR, below market rate property in your city, and you would go ahead and get approved. Then what they do is they go ahead and send you a list. Every single month they'll send you a list of, okay, this property is coming up available, this property is coming available, or this is what's available. Would you like to go ahead and apply? Then you put yourself on a list. Now, majority of people, they do kind of like stay and wait for the newer developments, and then they put their name on that. And then, of course, that's going to be a lottery system. If you get called, cool. And if they do call you and you don't pick up the phone, well, they're just going to keep going down the list until somebody who does pick up the phone, and then they end up getting the house, and they get to do whatever it is that they do and get a property for less than 50% off. So it's a crazy thing, and I was actually shocked that majority, like a lot of people didn't know about this. But do me a favor, go, if you do think that you make less than what is actually required, or less than, if you just actually are curious to see what your BMR rate is in your county or your city, just look it up. It's a quick Google search. Do your county, say BMR properties, I don't know, Los Angeles, or whatever it is. If you're in Utah, Ogden, Utah, Salt Lake City, or Austin, Texas, I don't know, wherever you're from, you could go ahead and do that, and you guys see what BMR properties you are, and you could actually go ahead and through the application process with your city and get yourself a home for up to 50% off. Crazy. Well, now you know. For up to 50% commission rebate on purchasing your next home, 0% listing fee, or any mortgage assistance, link in the description below. Like, subscribe, comment. I put all these crazy things for you. Nobody else does it for you, and here we are. Till next video, guys, I really appreciate you watching, but don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that other good stuff. We do a lot of cool stuff. Till next video.